Greetings, everyone. I am Bryce Airing, and I am going to be doing a biography of William Wordsworth. Now, William Wordsworth was born April 7th, 1770, in Cockermouth, Cumberland, England. As you can see, this pudgy faced dude right here is William Wordsworth. He was born from the parents of John and Anne Wordsworth. His mother passed away when William Wordsworth was 8 years old, unfortunately, and his father died 5 years after that. After his father's death and when William turned 17, he began to start writing poetry. And this is from the source Mickey. During that same time when he was 17, he entered Cambridge in 1787. He graduated 4 years later in 1791. After his graduation, he took tours of France in 1791. Now, I'm going to stop right here and go into the next slide because it works better chronologically. So I'm going to take 3 seconds before I click the next slide. Okay. Family. While touring France in 1792, it was a very long tour, he fell in love with Annette Vallon. They intended on marrying and even had a daughter. But with the start of the French Revolution, Wordsworth was forced back to England against his will. Sadly, it was just not to be. So, he went to Wales after that in 1793 and after a few years later, he met his friend Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Wordsworth's new friend, and they took a trip together to Germany in 1798. They wrote some of their most famous poetry on this trip, including lyrical ballads and lines composed a few miles above Tintern Abbey. This source is cited by Mickey. Also, this picture right here is a picture of Cambridge. He ended up marrying Mary Hutchinson in 1802, and soon after their first daughter together, Dora, was born in 1804. And here's a picture of him, William Wordsworth, and here's a picture of her, Mary Hutchinson. And this is from the source McGee. But sadly, his life had to end on April 23rd, 1850, in Rydal Mount, England. Unfortunately, he took his last breath. Here's a picture of him, William Wordsworth, 1850, Mary Wordsworth, 1859. His book, The Prelude, was published a few months after his death in July 1850 and was critically acclaimed by some by one of the best poetry ever. He is known as one of the greatest English poets in history, and during his last 7 years, Wordsworth was named Poet Laureate of Great Britain, which is apparently a very great title to behold. And this is from the source Miggy. Now I am finished with my biography, and I will lead the other slides to my fellow people, and I wish you all a very good day.